Greetings everyone and welcome to the Druid's Grove. Tonight, we will talk about Odin and the mythology surrounding the runes. Odin is the supreme god in Norse mythology, who gained universal wisdom by sucking the sap of the Tree of Wisdom, Yggdrasil, and, paying for this privilege with one eye, he had several sons with several wives, but his most important descendant is Thor, a god quite popular in contemporary times. Odin is the god of knowledge and initiation. He has a spear called Gungnir, who never misses the target. He is the son of Bor and the goddess Bestla, supreme god similar to Zeus, master of heaven and earth, god of war and death, but also of magic and poetic inspiration. Odin is the husband of the goddess Frigg, together with his brothers Vili and Ve, built the universe from the corpse of the primordial giant Ymir. He lived in Asgard, along with all the other gods to whom he was ruler. Odin is at the same time god of the dead and of war. He magically protects the great heroes, but eventually betrays them so that they can be killed by their opponents. The explanation of this behavior is the desire to have with him in Valhalla the greatest heroes to help Odin on the day of Ragnarok in the fight against the giants. Valhalla receives only the souls of those who died heroically on the battlefield. Origin of the runes. The center of the cosmos, in the vision of the northern peoples, stand the great tree Yggdrasil. The upper branches of Yggdrasil protects Asgard, the fortress of the Aesir god and goddesses, whose ruler is Odin. Yggdrasil grows from the fountain of Urdr, whose bottomless depths are home to many of the most powerful forces and beings in the cosmos. Among these beings are the Norns, three wise virgins who exert more influence on destiny than any other creature in the universe. One of the most important techniques they use to shape destiny is to carve runes in Yggdrasil's torso. The symbols then carry their intentions, affecting everything in the 9 worlds. Odin discovers the runes. From his throne in Asgard, Odin pursued the Norns and envied their strength and wisdom. That's how he decided to know the runes. Because the runes were in Ord's fountain, and because they were revealed only to those who proved worthy of having such dreaded abilities and possessing such magnificent knowledge, Odin clung to a branch of Yggdrasil, pierced himself with his own spear and looked down at the dark waters below. He forbade the other gods to give him the slightest help, not accepting even a mouthful of water. Then, he sat upside down for a very long time, summoning the runes. He survived in this state, on the border between living and the dead, no less than 9 days and 9 nights. At the end of the 9th night, he finally began to see shapes in the depths, the runes. They accepted his sacrifice and revealed themselves to him, allowing him to discover not only their forms, but also their magical secrets. Now, knowing the sacred nature of the runes and how to use it, Odin became one of the most powerful and fulfilled beings in the cosmos. He learned enchantments that allowed him to heal emotional and physical wounds, to bind and disarm his enemies, to free himself from constraints, to put out fires, to expose and drive away practitioners of black magic, to protect his comrades in battle, to awaken the dead, to win and keep alive, and many more things. According to Viking legend, Odin gave people these magical symbols in secret initiation ceremonies. Thank you for listening to me, seekers of knowledge. If you enjoyed my video, please like and subscribe, and we will see each other next time. Goodbye.